session is being chaired by Mr. G. Satheesh Nair of India Food Exports. Mr. Satheesh Nair is the CEO and managing partner at India Food Exports, which is one of the pioneers in branding and marketing cashews as snack. India Food Export excels in innovation in products, packaging, and positioning. And you have on the helm somebody like Mr. Satheesh Nair with over 3 decades of experience. Welcome, sir. The speakers for this panel, yet again, ladies and gentlemen, as I announce this name, let's first of all give them a resounding round of applause. Not only are they the title sponsors this year, I'm talking about Cashew Machines Vietnam. They have flown in a gigantic machine just for you to see and experience at this convention. Let's give a round of applause to Mr. Ethan Truong as he joins us on the stage. He's been in the industry for over a decade and a half. At a young age of 31, he has got a gigantic resume on his shoulders. He takes care of the marketing of CMV's technology solutions to work. And since 2020, their company has exported USD 50 million worth of machines to the world. CMV has a dedicated team of 40 service engineers in Africa. Our next speaker, yet another person who is a very well-known figure in this business. I'm talking about Mr. Sasisekar from nanoPix ISS Limited. Let's have a round of applause to Mr. Sasisekar, an alumnus of renowned Indian technological institutes such as IISc and IIT. Mr. Sasisekar Krish is the CEO and co-founder of nanoPix, and he is the man behind its patented technologies such as Imagen and nanosorter that is making waves in the food processing industry. He's an expert on VLSI and digital image processing. He is also a moving force when it comes to product conceptualization, development, or prototyping. And let me tell you, he is no accidental entrepreneur. He worked at leading IT companies such as Wipro and PMC Sierra before the entrepreneur bug bit him himself. Moving on, our next speaker for this panel will be from GI Technologies. We have the founder himself, Mr. Barathy. Mr. Bharti has been in industry since 1994 and took a new name as GI Technologies from Gayathri Industries. He introduced modern agriculture practices for farmers since 2015 and supports the farmers by selecting 10 villagers and allocating each 5 acres of fully developed land with drip irrigation and cultivation of paddy, groundnut, sesame, pulses, sugarcane, and casuarina, providing total farm inputs for cultivation on a profit-sharing basis. So what you have here on the stage is a truly collaborating farm entrepreneur joining us on the stage here. Our next speaker for this panel is Mr. Anil Goel from Viet Mold Machines. He's a sourcing partner for USA and UK based on large food service distributors for the past 20 years, dealing in food ingredients and food packaging for exports to UK and US from India, Vietnam, Malaysia, Middle East, China, and Eastern Europe. Also the Indian partners of Viet Mold Machines since 2009 and handling their sales, marketing, and after sales specifically for cashew processing machines from Viet Mold, Vietnam. Welcome on the stage, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, introducing our next speaker, Mr. Vasant Barkade from Delta Cashew Machines. Vasantji is the director at Delta Cashew Machines, has been a former manager at IDBI Bank, studied marketing at the Sydenham Institute of Management, at Rajiv Gandhi College of Engineering, Research and Technology, Chandrapur, and today he's here with us to be talking about the latest development in their companies. Moving on, our next speaker for this panel is Mr. Amaranth Miranda of Miranda Group of Companies. Amarnathji is passionate about doing things differently. Communication is his strength, which we will get to witness in a short while. He's very particular about commitments and timelines. He's relaxed, contented, with no ambitions of personal achievements, which also means that probably as an entrepreneur, he just wants to contribute to the entire business ecosystem as a whole. Moving on, he is very particular to play by the rules. Ladies and gentlemen, our final speaker And our final panelist this morning is going to be Mr. G. Satyanarayan Raju from Meyer, a highly skilled professional with significant experience in the cashew processing industry. GSN Raju has demonstrated exceptional expertise in managing and operating cashew processing plants and has contributed to numerous successful projects in this sector. Professionally, he's been a part of Olam Agro, and presently, of course, he's the managing director of Vagmisun Cashew Integrated Solutions, which is a channel partner for Meyer Color Sorters, a top brand known for its state-of-the-art sorting machines. Ladies and gentlemen, as I leave this jumbo cabinet in the hands of our sessions chairperson, this is a longer one, 1.5 hours. Please make the most of it. I wish you a great and a highly engaging time. Over to Mr. G. Satheesh Nair.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to all of you. And for this session of latest automation technology updates in cashew processing. Now, most of us are looking to manufacture the perfect cashew nut. Now, we have tried many processing methods. It was manual at first. Then we upgraded from mallets to hand and leg operated cutting machines, to peeling machines, to grading machines. From those days, we have come a long way, and many of us over here have gone in for real automation to some extent. And also many over here would have gone into a full-scale automation from end to end. I would like to play a small clip which many of you who have gone in for full automation may probably identify with. Okay, gentlemen. Some of you may have seen a deja vu here and have had this experience. That's why we have a expert board of panelists here to ensure that this fiasco does not happen to any of you. So each panelist was asked to submit a 2-minute video, and we will now play this video continuously as a continuous clip. The video, please.
GI Agro Technologies Private Limited, a world leader, state-of-the-art cashew processing machinery and technology provider. Raw cashew nuts undergo pre-cleaning, destoning and water washing before steam cooking. RCN Steam Cooking, the Gayathri's automated steam pressure cooking system, is designed to ensure uniform RCN cooking consistently, batch after batch. RCN Silo. Cooked RCN is shifted to perforated silo and stored for air cooling to optimize shelling efficiency. RCN Calibration. The air-cooled RCN was moved to the RCN sizing system to specially designed Gayathri's raw cashew nuts calibrator ensures high capacity and accuracy to minimize uncut and broken percentages in shelling. RCN shelling system. After sizing, calibration fed to shelling hopper based on the size to feed shelling machines. The fully automated infinite loop Gayathri shelling system ensures complete shelling of all RCN with negligible uncut RCN percentage. Kernel drying system. After shelling, cashew kernels are dried in PLC controlled drying system. The hot air chamber is designed to maintain uniform temperature throughout the drying cycle. Humidification system. Dried kernels are humidified in a moisture chamber with an automated precision moisture monitoring system to facilitate skin peeling, thereby maximizing peeling efficiency. Kernel peeling system. The humidified kernels are processed in our integrated automated peeling system. The system produces a high percentage of peeled kernels with minimum kernel breakage. Separation system delivers high capacity and high efficiency peeling in totally dust-free peeling environment. GI.
As the name suggests, Mayur is colorful and so is its behavior. It is powered by nanovision technology dedicated to identify cashew nuts by size, color, shape and surface characteristics. Output from peeling machine can now be directly graded and can be exported. Mayur gives customizable 7 grades for size and color. With 200 kilograms per hour capacity, you can easily grade over 3 tons of cashews per day. Nanosorter Mayur is truly the next generation grading machine in the industry. No more dependency on labor, no more grade inconsistency. One machine for all your grading needs. Nanosorter Mayur by nanoPix.
Customers who have higher capacity can now grade their cashews through newly designed integrated conveyor systems where bulk cashews are graded with Mayur machines. Cashews are seamlessly put in different machines and graded cashews are collected together. Nanosorter Mayur can be programmed to give synchronized grading across machines, which ensures consistent output to our customers. Now, large processing can be done with optimum workforce and utilize shop floor space effectively. The automation further takes care of hygiene standards necessary for grading. Overall, customers can grade bulk cashews with highest level of accuracy through the Mayur machines and achieve their production and quality benchmark targets. Think grading, think Nanosorter Mayur integrated systems.
With light in the world, we can be fearless. Light the torch of wisdom to drive the night away. The endless current is illuminating the civilization. The light of technology is penetrating the fog of the times. The light of intelligence is illuminating the direction of future. Let wisdom to guide the direction. Let smart manufacturing to change the future. Every beam of light has the source. Every ray of light is a force for miracles. The light of nature gives life. The light of technology provides insight into the truth. We make the machine flash the light of wisdom. Exploring the secrets of light, we make AI recognize everything. Taiho will be seen in every inch of land, and our light will shine in everyone's eyes. Taiho Intelligent, World Intelligent Manufacturing, AI Vision Expert.
Meyer was founded in 1993 and listed on the Air share market in 2012. Meyer is China's leading high-tech enterprise focusing on the R&D and manufacturing of optotronic intelligent identification equipment. Meyer is committed to applying intelligent identification technology to cashew sorting and processing by developing a full range of cashew color sorters such as CF series, KM series, KF series, KFS3 series, K4 series, KS4 series, CG.A series, M series, XS series, XM series, XL series, etc. The whole scene sorting solution can be provided to raw cashew separation, whole cashew separation, split separation, broken pieces separation, tester separation, scorched separation, medium spot separation, shell separation, foreign material separation, and so on. Meyer brand new cashew color sorter equipped with AI deep learning technology based on massive cashew sorting data, can quickly build and iterate deep learning sorting models to break the problems of micro-color difference, mold, and spores, which are difficult to solve with traditional color sorters, significantly improving the sorting efficiency and impurities such as single spot, multiple spot, micro-color difference, skin, insect spots, mold, and wrinkled skin of cashew kernels. In addition, based on engineering design and intelligent manufacturing, the structure of the whole machine is highly standardized and modularized, which greatly enhance the stability and reliability. Meyer is dedicated to creating more value for cashew processors.
Now I'll be asking each panelist to give their presentation. So first, Mr. Ethan, he'll enlighten us on automation in cashew processing, the present and trends for the future.
I am Ethan Truong, Director of CMV Cashew Machine Vietnam. So today I would like to say thank you to AICA Convention to give me an opportunity to talk about our company and our product. So before that, I would like to introduce about CMV. CMV is the exclusive distributor of Tanfac. So it means Tanfac is the manufacturer. We founded on 2014, and we already export to 15 countries on the world and mostly in Africa. So mainly our client like OFI or Olam before, ETG, Afri Venture, Arise, IIP, Sonata, and India we have AICA Commodity. So the turnover from last 4 years, we already produce, manufacture and export up to 40 million. So today I will talk about the trend and the advantage and the disadvantage of the automation in cashew processing. About the present, the advantage of the automation in cashew processing is reduce the cost of the operation, and we can increase the efficiency, the quality, and the capacity. And it means we will reduce the cost of the labor, and improve the safety by automation. And about the disadvantage is we can say we just achieve the semi-automation. It's not fully 100%. And the investment cost is still high. It's still high to compare with the capacity and the capital working. And the skill of the human who will operate on the system automation, this is the big challenge now. And the management skill also. To run the machine like before or semi-automation, anyone can do, can operation and can management. But for fully automation, this is really a big challenge. And comparison between the cost investment of semi-automation and fully automation is still high. It's like in Vietnam to compare with in India and in Africa. If giving the same system from Vietnam to India or Africa, it's really expensive, around 1 up to 3 times with the same capacity and the same machine and the same cost. And finally is to achieve the capacity design in 250 days working per year. So we have more than 10 years for manufacture from the machine for worker manual, and now we have fully automation. So this is for the trend on the future. We need to find which the best solution for the cost, for the technology, and for the quality of the machine. And we have to find the flexible option cost for fully automation to compare with the cost of investment. And how to make simple for operation, for maintenance, and for management. And to achieve the capacity design like from 20 up to 100 tons per day, and in 250 days per year working. So this is I think this is for very important for the future, and training for the worker to run the machine, to operation the machine. And with our experience to run with fully automation, it's just required for the capacity from 40 ton per shift, 8 hours per day. This means its capacity we will rewire to put fully automation. And today, this time we have sent some new technology of cutting machine from Vietnam to this convention. So this is our latest technology of the head cutting machine tablet. So what is the difference with the past? We increase the time using of the spare up to 8 up to 12 months. It means in one single shift per year. Like before, we have to change some spare from 2 or 3 months, but right now we can use up to 8 up to 1 year for the same part in the machine. And with the same machine, we can warranty for the upgrade new technology, providing spare up to next 5 years. And this is the best cost of the machine, selling machine we can produce since last 10 years. And this is simple for maintenance and operation. We already export more than 300 lines selling in Africa. This means more than 1,200 head cutting for Africa. So to compare the worker in Africa and the worker in India to maintenance, to operation the machine, in India is more simple. And this is a flexible capacity in the head, 5 heads, 6 heads, 10 heads, and tablet in the machine. And this is flexible option and the price also, with the high standard, medium standard, and the lower standard. What is the difference? The difference is from the quality of the motor, the bearing, the chain, and the electrical equipment. It's like from Japan or from Europe or from China. And the result of the uncut, the broken, and the backcut, right now I can say all the supplier, the manufacturer, even from Vietnam or from India, is similar. But we have different quality and different technology. So they mostly two options different. The motor from Bonfig Liuli or bearing Asahi, electrical from Schneider, and material is stainless steel. And this is no spare cost in the first year. And other option, lower one is motor, bearing, and chain, and electrical equipment from China. So this is required to change after 2 months, 3 months, or 6 months. So, but it is cheaper than the option one. We have sent some product in the machine expo outside in the number M11 and M12. If someone needs more about information, just please contact me outside after this. All right. Thank you so much.
Mr. Anil Goel will talk about Automation 4.0.
Good afternoon, Mr. Nair. I thank AICA to give us the opportunity to be here, and thanks for our partners and audience here. So we started seeing automation. I mean, I'm mainly going to talk about automation and challenges in automation and how we move forward on automation. So we started seeing automation in starting 2009 when peeling machine was launched, followed by semi-automatic shelling machines, and we move forward different generation of shelling machine. And since then, we have seen a lot of evolvement happening in the shelling technologies. But last 2-3 years, we have taken a big leap forward in automation, automated shelling machine. But still, they left some challenges, which I'm going to, you can see on the slide, I'll cover those on. So let's throw the light on, what are our challenges and how we can, take care of these challenges. So in automatic shelling machine, the issues which we mentioned as a backlog, I mean the issues, challenges is uncut, the potential breakages, and contamination. So I would like to cover one by one. So standard of initial processing steps is very, very important if we want to attack these challenges and move forward successfully on these challenges. So each process segment, each process area, whether it's a grading or destoning or conditioning, and everything is very, very important and critical. So it's important to use a standard cutting head, I mean, based on the sizes, based on the, different, like each manufacturer has different sizes for the cutting of shells. And then important is to keep the data for your past performance for each origin, each size, each outturn. Because what we have seen, when you change origin, you change outturn, sizes, the performance of machine changes. And historically, if you have those datas available and tabulated, you can take a reference in future. And based on those data, you can work better way. And with the new technologies, we can map the data by the AI and by feeding data in, by online way scaling. So you can get those data on your handheld device or on your laptops, and you can store it. Moisture measuring is a very important factor. I mean, it affects the quality, it affects the performance. So that's another most important aspect. We have to have complete control to get a better performance. So if we see the dryer, the moisture, the dried RCN moisture 8 to 10%, then this is a flow chart. Then we remove impurities, we go to calibration, we go to steamer, in the cooling and moisture percentage, and then shelling machine. So the important to eliminate the contamination, we must separate the pieces. Contamination can never be made zero. How we attack that? We minimize the piece percentage. The whole kernel, if processed on time, will not get contaminated. So how you control the contamination? You control the two aspects. One is the piece percentage. You control the uncut percentage. That's what we have achieved in last few years. The new models of machine which have come out, there's much less piece percentage, much less uncut. So that reduces your contamination, and that becomes the machine becomes more efficient, more viable, more profitable. So then it's a handling, again, uncut handling, recutting, separate pieces, which is shelling machine pieces must be processed until the end separately. So it does not transfer the contamination to the whole kernels and other. So these are the important aspects we need to take care of. These are some of the data we have from our experience in IVC. So you can see the percentage of, first one is the different grades of the different size, like we give 26, 28 mm, A+, A, B, C, D sizes. Then you can see the capacities, and then you can see what is the broken percentage on each grade. So these are possible to be achieved. If you maintain your machine well, you map your data, you process well, maintain the accuracy level, and in the cutting blades and machine maintenance, you can certainly achieve these data. And this is information, you can get it on handheld device or on laptop or desktop, and then you can control these, store these data, use these for future references. So next, our bottleneck we talk about in the peeling area. So the peeling area, the main issue is a high percentage of unpeeled, and humidity, how much humidity percentage of moisture you add. Those are affects the quality of the color and quality of kernel. You have to, before packing, you have to again re-dry. So the solution again here is standardizing the process, using the performance peeling machine, which is known for good performance, using automatic valve for air system, using moisture control system, the pressure, high pressure sometimes cause more breakage, humidifying, the moisture control that needs to be seen. Some of the newer development which is coming, which can certainly bring down the piece percentage, certainly bring down the unpeeled to probably half of the current levels you are getting. And some of these machines would be launched very soon, and we hope that we will be a important partner with these development for the processing technology for the cashew processing industry. So peeling going forward, I made a chart of, what are the areas we need to attack. The moisture recovery, if you use high moisture, you have to reduce the before packing, and again causes a issue in color. So all these points can be taken care by a good machine, which can give a proven performance, which can reduce the piece percentage, which can be where the product can be processed which not too high moisture and still maintain the piece percentage, and secondly improve the percentage of the whole white kernel, the peel percentage. Would like to thank you everyone for listening us. Thank you.
Mr. Barathy from Gayathri Industries will now talk about indigenous automation solutions for cashew processing.
So advantage with the indigenous automation. So we are commitment to make in India, initiative, adaptability of technologies for small, medium to large unit of Indian grades. Automation to handle low moisture kernel and multiple grades. Expertise in handling multiple grades, quality from different region of India. Tailor-made solution for brownfield project from 1 ton to 100 metric ton we are doing. So our machinery is rugged machinery and long-lasting components. Access to prompt after-sales service, continual appropriate technology upgradation to the local processors. Challenges of automation, striking balance between India, manual versus mechanization, kernel quality to realize. Unlike Africa and Vietnam, the Indian market is served by 3 different qualities: 100% manual quality, semi-mechanized quality, fully mechanized quality. Processor to be very careful now to meet customer expectation with quality, need to technical skill, manpower. Automation cost with plant capacities, installation, utilization, capacity utilization. Automation cost with plant capacity utilization. So here I am going to give solution for automation challenges. Old with pieces. Content of shelling holes, it would be 90% to 96%. India makes more graded piece than Africa and Vietnam due to moisture handling and to 2.8 to 3.6%. Higher pieces cost in India may lead compromise higher pieces with low labor cost. Use soft use of cashew drops in automation to maintain pieces generations. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Mr. Miranda's topic would be economical solutions to automation.
I'm Miranda. We're from Milestone and Libra. We basically handle, as of now, we handle the cutting section. And what I'm here to talk to you is about the economical solutions to automation. And when I say automation, we are concentrating only on the shelling area. Nothing before that, nothing after that. So we have been in the cashew industry for the last 27 odd years. A lot of R&D. Our passion is basically R&D. Most of these machines, whatever you see here, have been indigenously developed. And we like to be different. So if you look at our machines, they're basically different from what you must have seen which is generally being used in the market. So let me come to the sizer, RCN sizer, which is the first part of the cutting machine. The RCN sizer which we have introduced is a 1800 kilogram per hour sizer. The footprint is very small. If you look at it, the footprint is something like about 20 feet by 2.5 feet, vis-a-vis what is available today in the market for about 40 feet by 5 feet, I think. And power consumption, this is something like about 2 HP to what is available for about 6 HP in the market. And what we pride ourselves about is that we can give you 90 to 95% accuracy on that. And we tell you that if it is 89% accuracy, we take the machine back. That is our guarantee. In the RCN sizes, we also have small sizes for the 300 kilos and the 600 kilos. I'll come to that later. We will take the sizer now. Yeah, this is the sizer which I was talking to you. The 1800 kilogram per hour capacity, which consumes only 2 HP, 20 feet by 5 feet, and 90 to 95% accuracy. The 300 kgs and 600 kilo. This is basically again for the people who are in the 2-ton, 4-ton market. We concentrate, our area of concentration is basically the 2-ton to 10-ton. We are not into the 20-ton, 25-ton operations at all. We have our circular cutting machine, which was one of its kind, and I don't think there is another machine like this still in the market, which can give you about 100 kilogram per hour capacity, ideal for again small processors, very easy cleaning, very easy maintenance. We have now moved on from the circular cutting machines, what you saw, to the horizontal type of cutting machines. And even here, it is basically, if you see the change, it is not one single cutting machine which will give you one size, or one single cutting machine which will give you all sizes. If you look very carefully, we have the single cutting machine which will give you 400 kilogram per hour capacity of one single size. And again, economically, because I am talking about economical solutions, we have one cutting machine which we have basically bifurcated into two. For A, one will be size A, one part will be size A, one part will be size B. There is no mixing. They are separately tracked. A is separately tracked, B is separately tracked on this. Then the latest launch is exclusively for the people who are doing about 2-ton operations. But they will require just one single cutting machine which will cut A, B, C and D. Again, no mixing, all separately tracked. Individually, collections will be separate. Your uncuts you can take for A separately, B separately and C separately. There. This is in as far as the cutting machines are concerned. Again, cutting machines cannot work in isolation. You have to have the cutting machines along with the separation system, because that's where economical solutions actually come in. If you look at the scooping systems or the separation systems, what we are talking about, you have one single scooper which can do A, B, C and D. Again, when I say A, B, C and D, it is not that the kernels are mixed or the nuts are mixed. They are taken in separate tracks, each running a separate, A separately, B separately, handling the second stage. When I say second stage, the TBS, of course, you are familiar with the term, so I'm not getting into that. All cashew processors, the A, B, C and D going into the second stage of operation where the TBS is removed and all collected separately. Scooper for 4-ton operation again, where if you have seen the machine, I'm coming back to that machine. The machine, what you see right up there, the A and B. So we have this, we have the scooping line for a combination of either one size, two sizes for the A and B, or 4 sizes for A, B, C and D. And when I say economical solutions, it's not just the cost what we are talking about. We are talking about flexibility in the layouts. See, the lower, we're talking about the people who are processing low capacities, basically have a problem for space. They are the people who are basically upgrading from the manual cutting to the automatic cutting, and they are cramped for space. Today, space is the biggest cost if you look at it. So we give you the flexibility of adapting these lines into your existing infrastructure, space available. which is basically where economy comes in. It is not just the cost of the machine, which I say somebody is giving for 4 lakhs, so this is 3 lakhs. No, it is a flexibility which comes into play there. Then we also have the roast and cut system for the drum roasting. I think the only system available today in the market, mainly Kerala, the market is mainly for Kerala, for the drum roasting systems where you have individual either 2 sizes or 3 sizes in one separation system, which we can do. And also, okay, besides this, we also make the blade grinding machines, which is a very important part of the cutting machines. If you look at the cutting machines, the basic problem which people are having today is the blade sharpening. Your results are very largely dependent on how your blades are maintained. And we have seen that there are hardly any proper blade grinding machine unless you go for the big CNC type of machines. So we have introduced a very small machine, cute machine. It is there at our thing. You can take a look at that. That's it. If you have any further clarifications, any doubts, we can discuss at our stall. We are there in 13, 14, and 15. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Miranda. Now, the buzz right now is all about AI technology, about ChatGPT. We have Sasisekar here from nanoPix to tell us about AI technology in grading.
Thank you, sir, for giving me an opportunity to talk about technology. Been asked to talk about AI, of course, but I'd like to choose to talk about technology for business rather than technology for technology's sake. Okay, so that's what nanoPix has been for the industry, and would like to describe how we have been using AI over years in enabling the cashew industry. So nanoPix brings 15 years of tech into cashew. Way back, 15 years back, when this terminology called artificial intelligence was not coined, we had actually brought this technology to the cashew industry in terms of cashew grading by cashew modeling, image processing, matching, heuristic learning, the algorithms behind it to ensure that the cashew can be graded very accurately. And we actually have a very good understanding about the cashew market trend, being in the industry for 15 years and understanding, working very closely with 1,000+ customers, learning from them regularly, and understanding how our 1,500+ machines operate in 10+ countries. We have learned how we can actually do our product better and better, and that's actually what makes our product, Meyer, a very viable solution for the cashew industry. Meyer is a grading machine through which you can actually get 8 grades in a single pass. There are 2 programs in this machine through which you can actually get both size as well as color grading. It has been in the industry for quite some time, and it is actually a very proven technology and a platform. It brings a lot of knowledge over years in terms of cashew grading to your grading table. So I'd like to talk about technology for business rather than just technology for technology per se. As I said before, the first point I want to make is technology is very relevant for business only if we can actually make the business that adopts the technology profitable in all corner conditions. Okay, so what I mean by this is any business problem that actually occurs in the industry over a lifetime of the machine, lifetime of a machine generally stands from anywhere between 3-4 years to even 10 years. In this window, any business changes, business challenges that comes in, the machine should be able to adapt and then be able to deliver to the customer and make him profitable in any kind of scenario. So that is the most important requirement. And what we have seen actually as consistent business problems existing in the cashew industry right now is there is no control over the input material, both in terms of the price as well as in terms of the quality. There is very little choice. There is climate playing to it. There is people playing to it. So there is a lot of variation that is actually affecting the input material in your godown. And then the next part is the dynamic kernel demands in the market. So sometimes the cashew is treated like commodity, 3 rupiah kam de do. I mean, like negotiating for 3 rupees, 5 rupees. And another moment where there is like, it's a uber premium where, it's so expensive, Can I look for alternate nuts? Can I import other nuts instead of cashew? That's the kind of dynamism the cashew industry is going through. And one more thing that's also happening, we have understood, is the grading requirements keeps changing for your customers. The processors customers need different grades at different time to ensure that they're able to push the kernel into the market and then be profitable. And hence, for you to be profitable, you should be able to deliver the grades they ask for at the price they want. Okay, so how do we actually provide that? So these are all the constraints the industry has. With these constraints, what the processors are going through is they can't stop their factory. They have to keep running their factory, whether there is profit or loss, with the complete hope. Rather, the hope is the only word I see. The hope that everything will level out over time. Okay, so this being the scenario, nanoPix attempts to develop technology to ensure these business turn around. That's been our scope. The proof to this approach has been nanoPix's first product, and also the flagship product, Meyer, nanosorter Meyer. It's been a proven technology platform and been used across extensively in many countries, including in India, for all type of grading requirements. Having said what we have done till now, what is our current thought process? What is that we are thinking that we can bring as technology for business for cashew industry is, in the first point, we need to actually go from an probabilistic view-based grading or a probabilistic view-based sorting to a absolute grading requirement. Why this is required is because in a probabilistic grading situation, there is always an inspection belt required after the grading is complete. While we are looking at the technologies of the future should be able to finish the grading so well that there is no requirement for anybody to inspect it further from one. The next is, in terms of the highest value cashew kernels that is being available in the processing, to be at the earliest removed and then create value to it, and also add the contamination as well as in terms of the kernel value reduction to be avoided, so that the process will be able to make maximum out of the material that they have invested in. The third point that we'd like to see is, this is kind of a dream for any of the process, I would say, in terms of a grading machine, is to just have all the commercially viable grades to just get graded in one shot. Okay, so I feed cashew from the peeling machine or from the color sorter output, and then I should be able to get all the commercially viable grades in one shot. So can I get that? That's kind of, it's a kind of dream ask, but then we are working towards this technology. And one other thing that's happening is in terms of the origin. Unlike before, there is people used to stock one origin for the whole season. It is not possible anymore. You have to actually operate with multiple origins. You have to operate over multiple, grade requirements. That being the case, it is essential for you to look at how you can, get consistent grading. That's another technology that we are focusing on. The last but not the least is the highest accuracy with flexibility. That's the key point that we are thinking is the most significant value we will add. It's because the market dynamics is so high that just being accurate about my grade is not going to help, but can I get my produce sold? What can I do by which I can sell? Can I make my count 300 instead of 320, making it look bigger, and then I'll be able to get my customers to buy it quickly? Can I clear my inventory as early as possible and get my working capital back on my table? So these are the scopes for which we are actually working on. And nanoPix operates on two key business code. One is, any machine that we make, we will have the shortest ROI possible, and then the industry should be able to get their money back very, very quickly. And second, more important than even the first one, is actually the machine earns for end of life. That means, just to give you a statistics, 70% of our customers who bought our machine 10 years back are still running their machine. Imagine you are driving your Innova, which is like 10 lakh kilometers, and then you're running it still without worry of spare parts and without worry of failure. So that's the kind of end of life yearn for your business machinery we'd like to build, and that's what we focus on, and that's the technology we develop. And we stick to this business code and deliver value to cashew industry. With that, thank you. And don't forget one point, very important. So we keep developing technology continuously and evolve. Don't forget to buy our Mayur as for your needs immediately. Thank you.
Mr. Vasant's presentation is about addressing the need for speed in grading.
Thank you, Mr. Satheesh Nair, for allowing me to present a topic, need for speed in grading. Before that, if the house is okay, can I speak in Hindi and English mix? Okay, okay, thank you. The current ecosystem in grading, actually speed kills. I'll firstly differentiate how the processing are segregated in our industry. Basically, हमारे पास 6 डिपार्टमेंट्स अगर ब्रॉडली क्लासिफाई किए, पहला है बॉइलिंग, सेकंड है कटिंग स्कूपिंग, थर्ड है पीलिंग एंड ड्राइंग, फिर लास्ट में ग्रेडिंग एंड पैकिंग, ग्रेडिंग, सॉर्टिंग एंड लास्ट में है पैकिंग. फर्स्ट 3 सेगमेंट ईजी है ऑटोमेशन करना. बॉइलिंग में 2 लेबर पे भी अगर फुल्ली ऑटोमेटिक प्लांट किया तो भी चल जाएगा. कटिंग स्कूपिंग में हायर एफिशिएंसी के मशीन्स आए, पैकिंग में ऑटोमेशन है, पीलिंग में ऑटोमेशन है, ग्रेडिंग में ऑटोमेशन है पर लिमिट है. अभी हेडेक कहाँ आता है, हमारा जो सीजन का टाइम है उसमें हमको अर्निंग मिलता है, फैक्ट्रीज को अर्निंग होगा प्राइस में, लेकिन सीजन में एब्सेंटिज्म हाई होता है. क्लासिक एग्जांपल, आप गोवा में जाओ, महाराष्ट्र में जाओ, जानटे जी को पता रहेगा, गणपति के टाइम में छुट्टी, लेडीज नहीं आएंगे फैक्ट्री में. ये ट्रू कंडीशन है. लेकिन हमको फैक्ट्री चलाना है, हमको अर्निंग करना है, मार्केट में रहना है. तो हमारा जो गणपति फेस्टिवल है वो शुरू होता है, ये साल में हो रहा है 7 अक्टूबर से, और हमको तैयारी करना पड़ता है कम से 10 से 15 दिन पहले. तो ऑटोमेशन ग्रेडिंग में अगर हम जितना करेंगे उतना हमको बेनिफिट होगा, लेकिन स्पीड के साथ हमको ड्रॉबैक्स भी आते हैं. तो करंट सिस्टम में जो प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, अगर हम लेडीज़ को बताएगा, मार्केटिंग टीम है, प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट को बताती है कि सर ऑर्डर है, मुझे आउटपुट चाहिए, हम पुश करते हैं प्रोडक्ट डिपार्टमेंट को कि आप मुझे आउटपुट दो, मुझे पैकिंग करके चाहिए, मुझे मार्केट में देना है. लेकिन सबसे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम क्या आएगा, आपकी क्वालिटी अफेक्ट होती है. ये ट्रू है. अगर आप ग्रेडिंग डिपार्टमेंट को पुश करते हो आउटपुट के लिए, क्वालिटी अफेक्ट होती है, उसके कारण आपका कस्टमर से रिजेक्शन होता है, माल कभी कभी रिजेक्ट भी होता है. इवन बड़े प्लेयर्स डीमार्ट ने भी माल रिजेक्ट किए, उसके कारण आपका पेमेंट टर्म्स भी अफेक्ट होता है. और लास्टली जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, आपका ब्रांड वैल्यू अफेक्ट करेगा. अगर हमको ये नहीं करना है तो ऑप्शंस क्या है. एक ग्रेडिंग सिस्टम को चलाने के लिए हमको उनके फैक्टर्स को डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा कि ये किस सिस्टम पे चलता है. जैसे कि अगर एलबीएस चेंज हो गया या क्रॉप चेंज हो गया तो भी आपका ग्रेडिंग क्वालिटी चेंज होगा. आपका नट काउंट चेंज हुआ तो भी आपका ग्रेडिंग का स्पीड चेंज होगा. आपका लेबर का स्किल बहुत डिफाइन करता है कि ग्रेडिंग की स्पीड क्या है फैक्ट्री में. उसके बाद वर्किंग कंडीशन, बड़े जो प्लेयर्स हैं उनका वर्किंग कंडीशन ऑप्टिमल है, लेकिन जो मीडियम साइज के फैक्ट्रीज है अभी भी बहुत लार्ज स्केल पे फैक्ट्रीज का वर्किंग कंडीशन ऑप्टिमल नहीं है. मे बी लाइट है, चेयर की हाइट है, क्योंकि सभी लेडीज़ की हाइट एक जैसी नहीं है. कोई 4.5 फीट की रहेगी, कोई 5.2 का रहेगी, कोई 5.8 की रहेगी. हम लोग एक स्टैंडर्ड टेबल चेयर पे काम करने के लिए बोलते हैं, कंफर्टेबल नहीं हो सकते. तो एक ऑप्टिमाइजेशन उनके वर्किंग कंडीशन के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है कि वो किस लेवल पे काम कर सके. फिर उसके बाद एक बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है कि ग्रेडिंग डिपार्टमेंट में अक्रॉस इंडस्ट्री हर फैक्ट्री डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ ग्रेडिंग करता है मार्केट के हिसाब से. मे बी पलासा का ग्रेडिंग स्टाइल अलग है, देवरपल्ली का ग्रेडिंग स्टाइल है, पनरूटी का अलग स्टाइल है, बॉम्बे का अलग स्टाइल है, गोवा का अलग है, मैंगलोर का अलग है. ये डिफरेंशियल जो ग्रेडिंग स्टाइल है वो इफेक्ट करता है एफिशिएंसी के लिए. उसके बाद है कि कभी कभी कस्टमर के मार्केट के हिसाब से, मूड के हिसाब से हमको ग्रेडिंग करना पड़ता है या सीजन के हिसाब से ग्रेडिंग करना पड़ता है. हम लोग स्टैंडर्ड ग्रेडिंग सेट कर दिए, बॉक्स भी बना के रखे 10 kg का टिन बना के, लेकिन अगर कोई कस्टमर बोलता है जिसको ऑर्डर अर्जेंट है, उसका ग्रेडिंग स्टाइल, उसको रिक्वायरमेंट अलग है, हमको बॉक्स ओपन करके वापस रीग्रेड करके मिक्स करके वापस भेजना पड़ता है. वो आपका टाइम वैल्यू कंज्यूम करेगा. सबसे और एक इंपॉर्टेंट है कि मशीन का मेंटेनेंस. जो भी अभी करंट सेटअप में ग्रेडिंग मशीन्स अवेलेबल है उसका मेंटेनेंस कॉस्ट भी हाई है, लेकिन मेंटेनेंस करना ज़रूरी है. और एक चीज़ है, हमको ग्रेडिंग के पहले कुछ प्रोसेस करना है. जैसे बिफोर पीलिंग हमको ह्यूमिडिफिकेशन करना पड़ता है, उसके बाद हम सॉर्टिंग करते हैं, कुछ फैक्ट्रीज में कोई ड्राइंग करता है, उसके बाद आप ग्रेडिंग करते हो, फिर वापस उसको ड्राई करके पैक करते हो या पहले ड्राई करके पैक करते हो. तो हमारा 2 प्रोसेस बढ़ गया, हम ह्यूमिडिफिकेशन भी कर रहे हैं और ड्राइंग भी कर रहे हैं. अगर इंडिजिनियस टेक्नोलॉजी या किसी ने एक चीज़ पे काम किया विदाउट ह्यूमिडिफिकेशन, अगर हम लोग प्रोसेस को बढ़ाए तो हमारे 2 स्टेप एलिमिनेट होते हैं. तो आपका ह्यूमिडिफिकेशन एलिमिनेट होगा, आपका ड्राइंग एलिमिनेट होगा, और हम लोग ज़्यादा स्पीड्स पे काम करेंगे. तो जो कीवर्ड्स है, अगर हमको स्पीड बढ़ाना है वो है M। 2M पे काम करना है, एक है मैन पावर और सेकंड है मशीन। तो मैन पावर एक होलिस्टिक अप्रोच के साथ काम करना पड़ेगा, उसमें है ट्रेनिंग। इंडिया में अगर आइका के प्लेटफॉर्म से हम लोग सब ने कुछ कोशिश की एक स्टैंडर्ड ग्रेडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म, ग्रेडिंग ट्रेनिंग सेंटर बनाने के लिए, जहाँ पे हम लोग अपने फैक्ट्री के एम्प्लॉय भेज के ग्रेडिंग सिखा सके, तो स्किल डेवलपमेंट बहुत अच्छा होगा। उनका वर्किंग कंडीशन पे काम करना चाहिए, उनके मेंटल वेलबींग पे काम करना चाहिए। जैसे अभी भी मैं कुछ लोगों को देख रहा हूँ कि मोबाइल पे एंगेज है, तो फैक्ट्री में भी यही है कि वर्कर्स लोग काम के बाद मोबाइल में एंगेज होते हैं, घर में डिस्टर्बेंस ज़्यादा होता है। अगर उनके वेलबींग पे हम लोग काम करें, मे बी उनकी एफिशिएंसी बढ़ सकती है। फिर उसके बाद है कि ह्यूमिडिफायर, डीह्यूमिडिफायर। ये टेक्नोलॉजी में भी अगर हम फैक्ट्रीज में डीह्यूमिडिफायर प्रोसेस यूज़ किए, एक मशीन्स आता है ग्रेडिंग डिपार्टमेंट में, तो आपका जो ह्यूमिडिटी है वर्किंग एरिया में, जो बारिश के टाइम बहुत हाई होता है, अगर वो निकालते तो मे बी आपका ग्रेडिंग क्वालिटी इंप्रूव होगा। अभी ग्रेडिंग सोल्यूशन के लिए टिपिकली अपार्ट फ्रॉम स्टैंडर्ड जो हमारे पास वेटरन्स प्रोडक्ट है, नैनोपिक्स और स्पेक्ट्रम, ताइयो के पास टिपिकली 4 ऑप्शंस है। एक है चूट मॉडल, सेकंड है बेल्ट मॉडल मल्टीविजन में, बेल्ट मॉडल डबल लेयर में आता है, और बेल्ट मॉडल अभी AI में आता है। ये 4 मशीन्स बेसिकली हम लोग यूज़ कर रहे हैं करंट सिस्टम में फॉर आफ्टर पीलिंग प्रोसेस के लिए। बेसिकली पीलिंग के बाद अनपील निकालना, रिजेक्शन निकालने के लिए। सेकेंड है पीसेस सॉर्टिंग के लिए बेल्ट मॉडल ज़्यादा प्रीफर किया जाता है। ब्रेकेज की केसेस में भी हम लोग बेल्ट मॉडल यूज़ कर रहे हैं। न्यू डेवलपमेंट है, बेल्ट मॉडल में AI मशीन आया है। तो AI मशीन है क्या? सिंपल एग्जांपल, हम लोग कुछ साल पहले कीपैड वाला फ़ोन यूज़ करते थे, उसके बाद आया स्मार्टफोन। जो ये चेंज है वो है AI। AI में एक्चुअली इमेज टू इमेज कैप्चर होता है। आप कैशू का ग्रेड लो, आपको क्या आउटपुट चाहिए, आप और मशीन का डेटाबेस, ये कंपेयर होगा और आपको आउटपुट मिलेगा। तो जो एक्यूरेसी लेवल है वो प्रीडोमिनेटली बहुत हायर साइड पे, बहुत ज़्यादा हायर साइड पे। मैं आपको एक मॉडल दिखाता हूँ। ताइयो का एक कर्नल ग्रेडिंग मशीन है जो रिसेंटली लॉन्च हुआ है। फर्स्ट मशीन गायत्री कैशू इंडस्ट्री चेन्नई में इंस्टॉल्ड है, सेकेंड मशीन मैंगलोर में आ रहा है। ये मशीन पर आवर 400 किलो आउटपुट देता है, स्मॉलेस्ट मशीन। इससे हायर मशीन 600 kg पर आवर आउटपुट देता है, इससे बड़ा मशीन 800 kg पर आवर आउटपुट देता है। अभी ये हो गया आपका स्पीड, लेकिन स्पीड के साथ एक्यूरेसी भी चाहिए। तो एक्यूरेसी के लिए जो AI टेक्नोलॉजी है वो आपको जो 4 बेसिक ग्रेड्स है, W, S, सेकेंड क्वालिटी, और अगर अनपील रिजेक्शंस में काम कर रहे थे वो ग्रेड, ये सब में डिटेल ग्रेडिंग करके देगा। इवन 150, W1 150, 180, 210, 240, 400, 320, 400, 450 ये भी ग्रेड करके देगा। इवन रिंकल्स निकाल के देगा। आपका प्लेन काजू, रिंकल काजू व्हाइट में भी सेपरेट करके देगा। सेकेंड, आपका जो सेकेंड ग्रेड क्वालिटी है उसमें आपका लेस अनपील्ड, मोर अनपील्ड, DW, KW में सिंगल डॉट, KW में मल्टी डॉट, आपका OW, फिर SSW भी सेपरेट करके देगा। तो इस लेवल का अगर AI एक्यूरेसी देता है तो फैक्ट्री में स्पीड बढ़ाने की जो पॉसिबिलिटीज नहीं थी वो पॉसिबल है। तो ये मशीन्स आपको अगस्त 25 के बाद मैंगलोर या करंट में गायत्री इंडस्ट्रीज में आपको देखने मिलेगा। इसके ऑथराइज डीलर हम लोग हैं फॉर वेस्ट इंडिया और ईस्ट इंडिया में गायत्री टेक्नोलॉजी से। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Vasant. Mr. Satheesh and Raju will now elaborate on deep learning technology in grading and sorting.
So we have seen many customers have facing issues with the cashew kernel sorting and grading after peeling process. So we have introduced AI technology couple of years back, and that can reduce certain level of manpower. Now we have introduced deep learning technology and integrated with the artificial intelligence. So in this system, we have collected large database from all across the countries, from Africa, Vietnam, and India. And as per grades, cashew grades all over the world. So we shave the data into the system, in the machine, and while running the machine, so the machine will compare every grade with the existing database in the machine. So, and then it will run the algorithm. So the results are optimized, and compared to earlier machines, the efficiency levels are increased up to 40%. So this can definitely will reduce the manpower up to maximum extent level. So Meyer is the first introduced deep learning technology with integrated with artificial intelligence, and so this can give you the better results compared to any other our existing models. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Raju. Now we move on to a Q&A session, which I'll be asking you a few questions to the panelists here. First to Ethan. Vietnam has been at the cutting edge of technology when it comes to cashew processing. Are there any major hurdles to cross as far as automation is concerned? Currently, in the most modern automated factories, how many laborers are required to process one bag, this 80-kilogram bag of walnuts, from cutting to filling? If you don't know about the other sections, just cutting is enough. Yeah.
Right. Thank you for your question. Actually, in Vietnam, we are the one who produce with more than 10 countries of ASEAN, from Cambodia, from Africa, from Guinea-Bissau. You see the nut count is more than 220 nuts. Cambodia is 100 up to 140 nuts per kg. So the challenge for the automation right now is it's come from so many ASEAN countries come to Vietnam, and the outturn it come from 38 up to 50 lbs. So we produce so many quality different countries of ASEAN, and the big challenge is the cost of the investment, and the second is the maintenance and how we manage the factory. Yeah. So mostly in Vietnam we have more than 1,000 companies, but only around 300 companies can import and export. So in that 300 biggest company, we have only around 20% who can running fully automation. So many challenges even in Vietnam. And
now just to interrupt you, 20 persons in one factory.
20% of the factory can running automation. And about the cost of the operation, so we have experience from 20 up to 100 tons per day only. So with my experience around 20 tons per day, we need at least 50 workers to running per day in one shift. I'm not calculate the peeling manual, just a worker for operation the machine. And from 50 tons, we need at least 100 workers to process to do the processing.
Thank you so much, Ethan. One more question I have for you is, automation. In automation, we have backcuts and brokens. Now, you have given a figure in your presentation but do you guarantee that? Like, if it does not meet that, like Amazon, can I send back the machine to you?
So as I explained, we produce from so many countries of ASEAN and different outturn and quality also. So the rim of the machine, selling machine, I think it will never come. And we have so many kind of the product is need to manage from the calibrator, from accuracy of the nut, the moisture, time cooling down, time cooking, and then you get the good result from the selling. So I think it will never come.
Thank you, Ethan. Thank you so much. Anil, I have one question for you. One of the major issues faced by processors is the high cost of spares and repairs. Ethan, in his presentation, he had given guarantees that if you use Chinese machine, Chinese parts, it's 6 months. If it's superior parts, it's so many months. Do you have, Viet mold, do you work against such guarantees?
See, it's not only question of guarantee. Let's first understand why the consumption of spare is higher, how we can reduce it. See, one is a consumable, and second is emergency spares. So certain things are beyond your control, but then there are many things in process which we need to control. So let's say power failure or fluctuations. Let's talk about the foreign material, the stones which is coming in machine. Let's talk about the preventive maintenance, regular maintenance. Sometimes the machine making an unusual noise or unusual shaking. I mean, we need to all address all those points. I mean, if we are able to address those points well, I am sure the same factory which is not able to address those points well, I mean, spares consumption is going to be higher. Number two comes the training part. I mean, take example of blade grinding. One factory uses a blade, grinds 7 times, use 1 month. Second factory, same blade, same machine. I mean, the people are not trained well for grinding and they wear out the blades in like 2 weeks. So that's another part of consumption. Third thing, a lot of innovation we have done in our machine, which reduces the number of moving parts, which reduces the uses of spare parts. For example, one of our prime model SM800 used to have 5 sheller heads. Now, for the same capacity, it is down to 2 sheller heads. So from 5 set of moving parts, we're down to 2 set of moving parts. Number of bearings have gone down, number of gears have gone down, number of shaft, pulleys, everything has gone down. The vibrating systems have gone down. That is another way of reducing the spare parts. But certain consumables, like if we want to run a car, we have to put the fuel in any case. So that's a way. One is it's a combined effort. The training, how you maintain the machine, how you set up your process parameters, and the technological innovation can certainly bring down the parts. And I'm sure that most of our customer must be very happy with when they calculate the consumption of spares and consumables per kg or per year. I mean, it's not really very high because we use all very standard brands, very reputed brand, and I mean, that brings down the consumption.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anil. Bharti, I have a question for you. There's a general feeling that Vietnamese machines are able to give a higher percentage of holes compared to the Indian machines. How do you feel this can be addressed in the indigenous? Oh, have you addressed it?
Yes, I feel there's some difference in machine. Yeah, I feel there are some difference in machine design or technology which have been using these days. Some variation in raw material quality or sourcing, despite maintenance or operation protocols. So that operation protocols is important. So for that, we are doing R&D to improve machinery efficiency to productivity, providing training and support to operators, ensure optimal machine performance, exploring opportunity to use upgrade or modify existing machine to improve the quality. By taking these steps, I believe that indigenous machine can be optimized to produce a higher percentage of holes, closing a gap with Vietnam's machine.
Thank you, Mr. Barathy. Yes, Mr. Miranda, you're trying to offer a more economical solution to automation, but does this come at a cost of using more laborers? How much labor is required for shelling one bag in your economical solution?
Yeah, when you talk about, as I told you, talk about economical solutions, the cutting machine per se, okay, whatever it does, whatever capacity it does, it's coming. The reduction in the manpower or whatever comes is in the separation. What happens is the separation. We have been able to achieve almost 0.4 to 0.5 persons per bag, cutting and separation together.
Thank you so much, Mr. Miranda. Now, Mr. Srivastava, do we have time, or I think there are hardly any people left here, so should we close? Yeah, I think the answer can be fast. Okay, now I'll just move on to the sorting and grading machines here. Mr. Shekhar, AI is indeed the future of automation. At what stage are we in AI technology, the revolution? Like, is it version 1, 2? Have we reached a status quo where we will see a stagnation for some time?
So,
quick answer.
In terms of technology, there are two things that needs to be taken care of. One, there will be no stagnation ever, whatever with respect to technology. Everything will keep evolving every 3 or 4 years. There is no choice about that. The second point is adoption. The current problem, or rather the issue that we address in the industry, is in terms of bringing this technology being able to be absorbed by people who are working. In fact, in Mr. Siddharth's presentation in the previous session, he was talking about how we will have to train the workers to able to manage machines. So how do they manage AI? How do they manage technology? That will be the key to adoption in the future.
Thank you, Sasish. Thank you so much. Vasant, I think you have addressed the issue that I was talking about there, because you said that speed kills. And in the case of cashews, that's equivalent to getting more brokens. Have you addressed this issue in your machine? How accurate is your machine, and what diameter of tester can be detected in your machine?
With respect to speed, yes, definitely when there is speed, there are brokens. But if you, we have a stall here, M1, we have brought the chute model here. The height of chute model is just 5 feet. And the inside outlet bin is covered with silicon sheets. So broken percentage, and I can guarantee you in my machine or in other machine also, are coming far less than 0.5 or 1%. Second thing, with respect to accuracy, yes, the now AI technology machines are giving far more accuracy. It is, I can tell you, it is around 98 to 99% accuracy in grading. And the even the tester of having diameter less than 2 mm can be detected on AI machine.
Thank you so much. Mr. Raju, one question for you, quick answer. The color detection accuracy of sorters seems to deteriorate with time. Have you managed to address this?
Yes, sir. So the reason behind deterioration of accuracy in the color sorter is that one is the lack of maintenance of the machine, and the second one is the ambient temperature and atmospheric conditions of the room. So we have seen some machines are placed near to the peeling machine, lot of dust accumulated in the parts of the color sorter. So it is also due to leads to the degradation of the machine performance. And third one is the multiple shifting of machines from one position to another position. So this is happened regularly in many of the machineries. So to overcome all these second and third issues, so we have integrated our machine with a single platform, so that when the customer is shifting from one place to another place also, the camera calibration will not be disturbed. And second one, so we have introduced auto calibration in our machine. So calibration is one of the best thing need to do in the regular intervals. Earlier models, we don't have a auto calibration option. So now we have introduced the auto calibration option. So thereby we can ensure the machine efficiencies will be remain sustainable for longer time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Raju. So I just want one last, it's a quick round. You just given 5 seconds to answer. That's all, okay? So can I have the slide regarding specs? See, now I've spoken to a few processors, and these are the specs expected for a dream cutting machine. Brokens 3% final, backcuts nil, uncuts 2%, all contamination 0. Ethan, how far are you? Quick answer, like are you there 80%, 90%, 100%? Just a quick answer from you.
I think for which answer, this one, we have to say around 20 years. 20 years.
You're 20 years?
Yeah, to get this dream machine.
No, you get what percentage?
Yeah.
Oh, 20 years, okay, that's all.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
No. So I believe 10 years I can make.
10 years?
Yeah.
Okay, next, Mr. Goel.
I mean, we are working on it. Partly we have achieved it. Partly may take 3 years, may take 20 years. Very difficult to answer. As a dream machine is always a dream. I don't know whether it can really come true.
No, because we have to give you some targets to meet, right? So we'll repeat 20, 10, and 3. He said 3. 3 to 10, okay.
I think in the first 3 parts we are almost there, because we have seen figures what people have put up, except for the oil contamination. That is going to be the catch.
How many years?
Another 3-4 years,
4 years.
maximum.
So very sure. Okay, this side. Yes, now I come to the the grading and peeling machines. Can you have the specifications, please? For the Dream peeling machine and cut and grading machine. So for the Dream sorting grading machine, for peel kernels, speed 2 tons per hour, brokens 4%, accuracy 98%, especially for spotted, speckled, and testa 2 diameters. Have it on the board. For grading, speed again 2 tons per hour, brokens 3%, accuracy 98% for at least 9 grades. Quick answer. How many years are we?
0. We are already there. Ethan already showed that.
Good. I hope all of you listen to this. He's already there.
First point for the peel kernels, we already have that machine. For grading, any single machine will take another 2 years for designing a single machine having 2 tons per hour our output. Broken, it is far less. We can do less than 0.5%. Accuracy level is more. We can do 4.
We have already all these grade efficiencies already equipped with our machines. So we already achieved all these things with our latest deep learning.
Thank you so much, Mr. Raju. Thanks, everybody.